here we are, mid-July, but it wasn't July 15th a couple of days ago. It was April 15th a couple of days ago.
That's right.
And our taxes got shoved because of the coronavirus nonsense to this later date. And that's actually kind of interesting, because on that day, I was, as is often my case, what's that technical term I'm looking for? Pissed off beyond all belief, because I had to write a big giant check and send it off to the IRS like I do every year at about that time. And what were people complaining about on that day when everybody was dealing with their debt to the IRS? They were all having a big giant hissy fit over whether they should or should not wear masks on their faces when they go outside.
Yeah.
And what's the deal here? The people who don't want to wear the masks are saying this is a fundamental violation of my liberty. What about the income tax, you fools?
Right.
Which
right.
one of these two things is more important, a bigger violation of your liberty? Trust me when I tell you, Ant, it's the tax.
Yeah.
It's absolutely the tax. And I know we're going to get a ton of hate mail because of what I have just said, because everybody has lost their ever-loving minds about these masks, right? They've just lost their minds. In the end, I will tell you cheerfully, I do not know if the mask makes any difference. I wear it anyway.
Right.
Why? Because I would like my fellow citizens to be less worried. And this is a rather minor thing for me to do that makes them all feel better. Like I said, I don't know if it works. I don't even really care. If everybody sees me walking around with a mask on and they say, well, there's nothing to be worried about here, it was worth it.
Yeah, if you're complaining about the mask because of a rights violation, and you aren't complaining about the numerous incursions into our constitutional right, then really you aren't concerned about rights. You're just using that as an excuse not to wear a mask.
Yeah, no, and people are flipping out, and I would say, look, don't. It's really not worth it, right? There are ditches to die in, and then there are ditches you just walk past. This is not a ditch to die in. The income tax, on the other hand, that's a ditch to die in.
Yep.
Right? That's the kind of thing that when you look up and you see what you're paying and what you get for the money, you should really have an issue there, because that's a violation of your right to property, which is really kind of basement level grounding for all your other rights. When you look at your various state laws and see that you can't walk out your front door with a firearm that you own, properly holstered and hidden, unless you get some kind of permit, which is not given. Look, that's a ditch to die in.
Right.
Because these are wholesale violations of your natural rights. We don't even have to talk about the Constitution here. We just talk about natural rights. The mask is just a good thing to do to make people less nervous. You should do it. I mean, I don't like it either. I think it makes me hot. I don't like the smell of my own breath, come to find out. Well, look,
join the rest
who
of
knew,
us.
Right? Who knew? That was the thing we all learned when we put on a mask for the first time. Ooh, this is uncomfortable. Ooh, I need a breath mint. Right? These are the kinds of things. But we've all kind of gone off the rails here, and I think it's utterly foolish that this is what we've picked when there are so many better things out there to lose your mind over. And you and I, we kind of rank order these things and go after the ones on the top and work our way down. I'm happy to tell you we'll never get to masks. There are so many gigantic wholesale violations of your natural rights that even if we could fix every one of them, we would still not have time to get to masks.
Right, right.
Take it for what it's worth. Send Ant the hate mail.